Yo, what is up? It's your boy Sterls and my dog, Big 30 The Truth, Sports Plug Russ on the other side, man. It's the Hesi podcast. It's Wednesday, and I don't know what the weather's like down in Dallas, but I'm telling you right now, here in Denver, okay, we're getting like 2 feet of snow tonight.
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this: the weather has gotten good in Dallas, but my allergies are fucked up. My nose hurts. Like I've been doing blow for like fucking 10 days straight, but I don't do blow. It's just
getting
this
the bump.
Motherfucking wind blowing. Yeah. Man, it's the pollen, it's the grass, it's everything. Like, yeah, it's just bad right now. But like I was saying, man, you know, I believe in adaptation, so I'm not taking no medicine. I'm just gonna suffer for like these next like 7, 6. Maybe 4 days. Hopefully 4 days, and then I'll be immune to everything that you humans have to deal with. Got me fucked.
All right, well, on tonight's show, we're gonna talk about hey, so you gotta do what you gotta do. We're gonna talk about some college basketball. We're gonna hit on that a little bit. Beginning of the show, we're gonna talk about some Ben Simmons, what we think the rest of his career should look like versus what it is right now.
Yeah, that nigga ain't shit.
Hey,
I'm
listen.
sorry.
Yeah,
we're gonna get into it, but
there's a certain person that I know that was a defender of Ben Simmons. I ain't calling no names, but that would be you, sir. And then we're gonna, you know, you got a pretty interesting take on Luka Doncic. I mean, I think he's gonna be the MVP this year, but you behind the scenes before we started the show, you had a couple opinions on that. And then let's get into some NFL free agency. Some moves have taken place. I feel like there's a couple more moves that should take place. And Jerry Jones, we're waiting on him to wake the fuck up from a nap. So with all that being said,
I got something on that too.
The Hesi podcast.
I got something on that too.
Episode 17. Here we go. So March Madness.
Wait, before we get to March Madness, I was gonna say, I know I'm random with this, and this is what makes it beautiful. But I got some out of bounds shit, Mike. Like I'm not. Oh yeah, you know, I know. For those that are just joining us, and welcome those that are joining us on Instagram Live, I do come with a segment every time I really fucking feel like it. It is called, man, you out of bounds. It's when people in sports do things outside of the sport that, well, I'll put it like this, cause you to get arrested. So let's go to Boise State, Boise, Idaho. Boise State cornerback is off the team after an arrest because he had a crazy domestic violence scandal where he was chasing his girlfriend with a knife. Now, that's not cool or funny or anything like that. Just Boise, what the fuck is going on? So we have that young man. He's off the team. Don't worry. He's going to be punished accordingly and go to court and do everything like that he needs to do. Secondly, Boise, you have some shit going on in your house, whatever is going on, because you got a defensive tackle involved in the gambling investigation from prior school. Now, how do you get someone from the transport portal that was dirty? And now he at your school, and he had, him and about 7 other players between Iowa and Iowa State are in the middle of like a gambling scheme. What is he? He gambled almost, over $800 gambled. He's been fined $654, probably more to come. 67 mobile bets totaling $815, including a wager on a football game. His own team lost to Texas Tech. Stop betting on games and losing unless you're shaving points, because I don't think he was shaving points. He was gambling on the games. You knew you was going to lose. But at the end of the day, I want to say this about this one, bro. Because the first part, you probably going to jail, bro. You shouldn't chase your bitch with a knife.
Right? I mean that's ill-advised.
and so, yeah, you shouldn't do that. And secondly, if you're going to bet on sports, man, and you play for a sports team, one, you're stupid. You just shouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? It's just not worth it to you. Just go to get an NIL deal or something or work harder. And secondly, if you are going to do it, stop getting caught with this stupid shit, man. Y'all in these rings using your social security numbers or using people that are related to you. they pinpoint your location and everything that you do when it comes to these betting applications to make sure that the sport is legal, or at least to make us think it is. Secondly, on out of bounds, I got more than one today, Sterling, because people have been tripping lately. So secondly, on out of bounds, we do have Utah State fired the coach, the women's basketball.
I saw that
right after the game,
bro. And the thing about that is, like, she handled it like a G. Like, kudos to, I don't know the lady's name, but she handled it like extremely well. I mean, she did a way better job than I think I would have done in that situation. I wouldn't.
I'd let you know. Her name is Kayla Ard. I hope I pronounced that right. Kayla Ard.
Dog.
But yeah, she did have like a up. But I was just shocked. I was just like, damn, what the fuck? Like, we talk about all the times, like how players leave and do teams dirty, but damn. I'm talking about after the game. So you coached the whole game. Y'all done finished the season. It's the end of the tournament. And you look up, your boss is like, you know you can't hear him in the stadium. You know you can't hear him in the stadium, so he's far away. So he's like,
bruh, nah. Have you seen the movie The Dictator?
Oh,
when he's trying to kill somebody and he goes,
oh yeah, boss. She was done. Hey, that was possibly the worst ending to anybody's coaching career I could possibly see, besides like a crime or some shit like that.
Bro, no, she was like, the question posed to her was like, well, now you guys got to go and rebuild and whatever. And she goes, well, I won't rebuild. I won't be rebuilding with the team.
I won't be a part of the rebuild. Like, damn. I was notified that I'm no longer coaching the team. Like, after the game, like, they couldn't give you time to let steam blow off and shit get old. No.
Who is that athletic director? Who is that athletic director? That man, that's a savage move, man.
That's a diabolical motherfucker right there.
Boy, like, I hope they don't get a coach. I hope they don't get nobody.
Somebody needs a job.
Hey, what do you?
They gonna get a coach, but that motherfucker gonna coach Skird.
Dog.
Hey, a girl missing 3, I get fired every day. Any day, any minute. They get in it. He can walk through that door right now and tell me, hey, you out of here. Like, shit, nah, I couldn't do it. But yeah, so that shit's out of bounds. More athletes will do more ignorant shit, but that's all I got for you today, man. We can jump out to March Madness, though.
All right. So, well, let's jump into this thing, man. We talked about fixing games in college sports, right?
Yeah.
Basketball is one of them. I mean, all I gotta say is niggas gonna nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You think?
I don't know what I'm saying. Yep. So yeah.
I mean, it's true. Like, boy, we do some stupid shit,
bro. Two things. Niggas go nigga, and everybody want to be the nigga. Nobody want to be the nigga. Boy, I tell you 2 motherfucking things that are true. If niggas go nigga, and everybody want to be the nigga.
Everybody want to be one.
Like, nigga, goddamn.
Now, here on the Hesi, we're not condoning the lifestyle, but what we will say is, if you want to find out anything, you always follow the paper trail, bro. You got to clean your shit up. You got to clean it up. You know what I'm saying? You can't be doing this stupid shit, man.
Temple. Okay, so for those that don't know, Temple was seen with the widest, what was the widest point margin spread difference that we have ever seen in basketball history. And the point margin went from like
2.5 to 8 or something like that.
To 8.
The day before.
I don't know about you.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. How the hell does Vegas know?
Because they know. What that nigga 50 Cent say? If they say he did that shit, he did that shit.
You talking about Diddy? You talking about Diddy right now?
Yeah. But I just live by 50 Cent saying, he said that about Tyreek Daddy in the show too. But I just live by that saying. Hey, if they say he did that shit,
he did it.
He might have did that shit.
Bro, and it brings up scenarios like, okay, did a booster or like a mobster come up and be like, yo, I'm gonna pay y'all some bands if y'all throw this game. So
my thing is though, like, how does Vegas find out?
That's what I'm saying.
Like that's the thing though. Like, did a nigga call in and say, "Oh shit, they trying to fuck up the game, bro. Raise the line. Like what? How did they? I don't even know how they would find out. But I think some shady shit did go on. But I think in this new age, to kind of digress, since we've added betting, legalized sports betting to the American sporting landscape, it has added a shit ton of entertainment, but it has opened up a bunch of new avenues for people to be people. You know how people be people.
Yeah.
People like to cheat, people like to steal, people like to do all that other stuff. So I think it just opened up a whole nother avenue for that shit to happen. But Jeezy had the great American poet, Young Jeezy, had a great saying and song. It said, "There's only one rule, Blair. Don't
get caught."
And that's pretty much how I feel about these teams in store when they do get caught, because you tried it.
Speaking of Jeezy, did you see the Tiny Desk performance?
Yes, it was live.
Bro, that was hard. That was the best one. Scarface had a really good one.
I was just about to say Scarface was better. Scarface had the best one ever.
Because Scarface is a real musician. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog. That's my nigga right there. Hey, Scarface was, but I would have to give Jeezy number 2. That was dope. That was dope.
Yeah, he could probably get number 2.
Jeezy surprised me on that.
Until because they've probably opened up a door for some more. You know what I'm saying? You know who's probably gonna get one that's probably gonna be like crazy. If Wayne gets a Tiny Desk, I
don't want to see that nigga Dwayne do a Tiny Desk. Bro.
I do, and I want to see him on all of it. Anyways, I don't want to say that because that's gonna keep. I just want to see him properly prepared for his Tiny Desk.
Can I get him sober? Can he be sober when he does it?
No, hell no. The fuck. I'm sorry, I care about people's health, but you do what you do as a musician. I don't want to see you outside your element.
Nigga, he be going to the nth degree.
No, you know who would have? We got to get back to sports, but you know who would have a dope Tiny Desk?
Who?
Cole. J. Cole would have.
He would murder that. Yeah, he would murder that. He would murder that. Speaking of murder, Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is out for the season again.
What do you know?
Listen, man. I know you were a Ben Simmons stan.
Apologies. No, apologies. Stan is way too far. Apologies.
Nah, nigga. You were drinking the Simmons Kool-Aid, dog.
No, yeah, but I was more of an apologist than a stan.
So
you know what I'm saying?
The latest injury is a lower back impingement. And it apparently it has bothered him for quote unquote the longest time. Now, we're talking about rookie of the year. He was a 3-time All-Star, 2-time first team defense, and runner-up defensive player of the year. Now, that's all in his first 4 seasons. Bro's only played in 57 games since 2021. Is he done? Is it time to hang him up?
No. Well, okay. Two things. Okay. So first off, again, apologist, not stan, because in the back of my mind,
he's still trying to correct it.
No, I was wrong. No, I was wrong for sure. I was really wrong for sure. But nah, like in the back of your head, you know, someone that's claiming mental health is gonna probably fuck you over. Damn, I didn't mean to say it like that.
But you said it. You said what you said. 10 toes down.
I'm not going to back up for it, but I didn't mean for it to sound so cold. But damn it, for what he's doing, this man has got the biggest PTO scam in America going right now. Like he got more paid time off than anybody ever. I've never at this point, he's going to do this as long as the NBA is going to pay him. And so as far as should he hang him up? Yeah, probably his back is shot. Now, yeah, like, is his back shot? We won't know because he's not going to play. So, is his back shot? I don't know. Like, is it really done? We don't know. He just decided after the fuck up and psychological damage he suffered in Atlanta that he just didn't want to play basketball no more. And so my thing is like, stop acting like you're gonna come back, but he can't because it's not his fault that they keep paying him. Like that's the kind of thing I'm stuck here because as a person, I don't want to be like, nah, Ben, you shouldn't get your money. If the Nets are stupid enough to pay your ass, and you've only you played 10 games a year, like they play more games than that in rec leagues. Mm-hmm. So if you gonna do that and they gonna pay you me as just a real regular ass nigga over here on the side, I'm gonna be like, do what you do, get your paper, homie. But as a fan of his and as someone that was like, nah, y'all need to give him a chance to come back, man, fuck you. I really don't give a fuck. Like, do whatever you want to do because that's what you're doing anyway. It's not playing basketball. Like, so I like Ben Simmons, the basketball player, nigga. I don't know. For sure. You don't buy me Christmas gifts. Now, like, shit, you ain't hooping.
Keep in mind, though, that, like, Joel Embiid, Michael Porter Jr. had back problems. But
they're trying. I'm just being real.
Hold on. Let's make a case for Ben. All right. If there's a team out there willing to go through the motions with them and get him healthy, I mean, I think he gets in the right situation. I think he could be decent.
If there is a team that's willing to give him a chance, the crack is still hot in these streets. If there's a team that's willing to give Ben Simmons a chance to play basketball and write him a real check,
you see,
for real money,
you foul.
Oh no! If someone wants to give Ben Simmons real money to play basketball, crack is still hot in these streets and they smoking it wherever they foul, dog.
You mean to tell me?
Foul.
Okay. Let's play a scenario. Let's play out a scenario. You ready?
What's up? Yes.
Ben Simmons gets released.
He should.
Mark Cuban gets on the phone and says, hey, I want you to come down to Dallas. We got one of the best medical staffs in the league. We know it's going to take you a year to 2 years to get healthy. Would you say no? Would you say
no? Yes. Bro, we got a nigga.
I wouldn't.
Leading into we got a nigga right now, 6'8", do a step back better than anybody ever seen since Jimmy H. And I'm like, and he played point guard with like a demon. I don't want to be, and this has nothing to do with talent. He doesn't play. He doesn't play. Like it's one thing if it was like, oh, Ben just doesn't like. He doesn't play. He don't want to play basketball. He done showed you who he is. He didn't show me. I gave him a chance. That was literally like 2 years ago. I gave him a chance. He didn't show me who he is. I can see who you are, Ben. Get your money, but I don't want you on the Maverick. What the fuck for? Nigga, I don't need to see you floss on us. That's what you know what? They call Anthony Davis street clothes. I'm gonna call him floss. You know why? Because he be on the bench flossing. Because he never in his uniform. He just flossing some designer shit that he wearing on the sideline. So no, floss, you can go somewhere else, bro. We don't need you.
Man.
We do not need you. Maybe you can go to Washington or something. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. If you get Ben Simmons on your team, you do drugs in the bag.
I would take a flyer on him, man.
Why? He's not gonna play. He's not going to play. Ben, you gonna play 10 games.
Listen, he's still a good defender.
He's one of the. This is what pisses people off about players like him. Not a good defender. He was an elite defender.
Yeah,
he was an elite defender. He was one of the best defenders that we have ever seen. He was.
I won't give him that much credit.
No. I'm saying with his potential involved, he was one of the best we've ever seen at that position. Being able, we ain't seen a nigga be able to guard 1 through 4 like that since probably. Not comparing the greatness.
1 through 5.
I'm saying 1 through 5, like Rodman, my nigga, Draymond, my nigga.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not comparing his greatness to those guys, but you don't get that every day.
Yeah.
Like, and so like but then again, that's what gets you in sports. That's like the nigga that run a 4.2 but can't catch. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, I'll give him a flyer because if we can just get the ball in his hands, you're not gonna get the ball in his hands because he can't catch. He's just fast. And so Ben Simmons is like, you're never going to get to the stage where he's locking up everybody on the other side of the court because he don't play. And on top of that, when he do play, he got the worst injury you could possibly have in basketball, and that is messing up your back. And so would I want to take a flyer on a guy with a bad back and a bad attitude and a bad brain? No.
Bad brain?
He's mental health, not me. He said it, not me. His brain bad. I got some mental health. My brain bad too. Shit, people watching, y'all probably got it. Y'all brain bad too. We only use 10% of that motherfucker.
Now,
shit.
We're not saying he's an Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown got a bad brain.
No. Yeah, because Vontaze Burfict rocked his shit. That's why he got a bad brain.
That's a whole head case. That's
totally different. We have never seen Ben Simmons. Did Ben Simmons get hit by a car? Because Antonio Brown got hit by a car in his face. like a Vertez model 58, whatever number he wore, 55, knocked him shitless, and he has never recovered. His brain did the boggle.
So, okay, let's talk some Luka dominance here. Okay,
I like the way you put that.
Dominance is what it is. We're talking about a guy on the season. He's 34 points a game. 34 points a game.
Talk about the assists.
He's shooting 38% from 3.
Yep.
9 rebounds.
I think it's
9.9 assists per game.
So,
also a steal and a half per game too.
He doesn't play defense though.
But still,
he doesn't play defense though.
And he's only 25.
That motherfucker to go, bro.
25. He just turned 25.
He go, bro.
I mean, future Denver Nugget.
He's not going over there, bro.
Future Denver Nugget, Luka Doncic.
Nah, he's staying right here. He's staying right here. If he was to leave us, that would be the worst.
That would be the worst.
Yeah, that'd be the worst. No, but I really don't think he's. No, I don't even think of that. Like if that comes up, whatever. But now I don't think of that. But he should be considered as the MVP in my opinion. If you watch Mavericks games, it's not just the fact that like what and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander does this too. So it's not just the fact that you average a lot of points. It's the fact that when we watch you play, all the Kobe's, all the LeBron Jameses, all these great MVP, the Kevin Durant's, all these great MVPs of the past, even Russell Westbrook to an extent, everybody knows what you're going to do and everything's circled around you, but you are potent in what you do, and the offense looks to you to do that, and you perform at that. And like when you're doing it at the level he's doing it, the dude, and the comparisons to Harden, which I guess this is where we're gonna lead to. We can get this out the way right now. The comparisons to Harden are just not valid. And what's up?
And I'm giving you the floor.
Oh, the comparisons to Harden are just not valid, bro. It's just, and this is why. The reason why y'all compare him to Harden is because he shoots step back threes and he scores at a high clip. But if you really look at his game and if you really have watched basketball for a while, his game is not James Harden. He's a 6'8" Jason Kidd, guys. And he may not have the explosive, as much as the explosive ability, but Jason Kidd wasn't really explosive. Y'all tell me when you saw Jason Kidd out there dunking. I'm a fucking wait. But y'all tell me when y'all saw Jason Kidd out here making passes that you can't really see coming out of nowhere. Why do you think they went and got Daniel Gafford and PJ Walker? Let's think about it. Gafford, he's not the same guy in this way. Shit, he about to break Will Chamberlain's record. But what did Jason Kidd have on his side? A Kenyon Martin that would attack the rim, offensive rebound, play defense in the post, and just be a savage down low. Oh God, Jason Kidd just, I guess it's the fact that they really wanted him, and I was yelling to the crowd, "Hey y'all, we need to get him." Wasn't coming from nowhere. Cause shit, we looking at the 03 Nets, y'all. Like, except the only problem is, guess what, y'all? They ain't no Shaq and Kobe. And that's probably what fucking Kidd is thinking in the back of his mind. Ain't no Shaq and Kobe out here. Like, and if they ain't no Shaq and Kobe, we gonna win the championship. Ain't no Tim Duncans out here. We gonna win the championship. So you got the 6'8" Jason Kidd out here and Luka Doncic that has a step back, which is like Jimmy H's. So I'll give y'all that. And that's the attribute he has like Jimmy H. But he plays point guard like a Jason Kidd does. He ball dominates. He throws alley-oops. He's always looking for the lobs. He runs the pick and roll like a demon. Now let's look at the other piece of help that Jason Kidd had back in the day. Richard Jefferson. Now, by no means am I saying that the guy I'm talking about has the athleticism of Richard Jefferson. But in today's game, if you were to want a player that is versatile, can play defense on the 2 through the 5, and that can, well, in the later in the career, hit some threes, and that is explosive enough to beat his matchup, guess what? You have PJ. So when you have PJ out here, you got your other center power forward type player that's going to do that for you. And then let's take another look. If you were to tell me, hey, Jason, or you can even say he replaces Keith Van Horn, but I'm gonna use Richard Jefferson in that place, because even when you look at the way the team's built and you say, oh man, the problem was Kerry Kittles. We have Kyrie Irving. So if you're looking at the team build and you're looking at the way they play and the way that Luka plays so free and people are like, he's so ball dominant, go watch the fucking Nets with Kidd. Kidd was very ball dominant. He gives him the ability to do this. This is putting 2 and 2 together. It's not a coincidence that one of the greatest point guards ever in the history of the game of the NBA has a guy that's out here doing the same shit he was doing. Now, is it exactly the same? No. But think about it. It ain't rocket science. You know what I'm saying? That team did go to the multiple finals. They just played against some legendary players it couldn't beat. We don't see them builds out here, and we see what the Mavericks are able to do when they play connected on defense. So it's like, I think that we should look at this in an entirely different fashion. Just because he's a step back jumper doesn't mean that he's fucking James Harden. It just means he can do step backs.
So, okay. So look at this. Now, these are, as of right now, okay, in all NBA first team, Luka has 4, Jason Kidd has 5. All NBA teams, Luka 4, Jason Kidd 6. All defensive teams, Luka 0, Jason Kidd 9.
Yeah, Luka.
Jason Kidd was a 5-time assist leader. Both of them won Rookie of the Year. Now, Jason Kidd did play 19 seasons. So, you know, Luka, I mean, I don't think he'll ever be the defender that Jason Kidd was. But if you look at them statistically, out of Jason Kidd's, hold on, I got something for you.
Okay,
out of Jason Kidd's 19 seasons, he had 17,529 points. Luka already has 11,000 points. Already.
It's a monster.
I mean, it is insane. You talk about shooting the ball. Luka's a better shooter at 47% field goal percentage.
Oh, of course. Yeah, the shooting part is not where I get the kid. They called him Asen for a while for a reason, because he ain't had no J. So like let me be clear when I say this.
Okay.
Yes, he shoots better. It is not the shooting part or the defensive part that I'm saying he gets it from, and he shouldn't. He can't fucking move like him. It is the way that he operates his offense and the way that he controls the pace of the game. That was Jason Kidd's gift. He controlled the pace of the game.
Right.
Luka's doing the same thing, except he's 6'8". And so, like, and you remember back in the day, Jason Kidd put in work for the Nets. So, like, a lot of work, people. If you don't know, go look that shit up. Them teams made the finals, and them teams were contending. Like, and it was because that man was out there cooking shit up. But it was probably, you would say it was more dimes than scoring, because he wasn't the scorer Luka is. And it's not from a scoring aspect. That's what
that's not a knock either.
No, it's not a knock. I'm just saying, when people hear me say that, when you compare a guy's play style to another person, they automatically make you be like, oh man, you're exact copy. And nothing is an exact copy. Like when we say that Ant-Man plays like Michael Jordan, it's not an exact copy, but the motherfucker's play style was quite similar. Like his build is quite similar. Dwayne Wade, quite similar. It doesn't mean that they play exactly like the guy. It just means that they have the same play style, but they're not going to have the same percentages or the same defense or the same jumper. Like it just means that Luka controls the game with his pace, a la a kid did. And it's not a coincidence to me that they filled the roster with a bunch of guys that are able to get assists, except for Tim Hardaway Jr. at times because he likes to miss jump.
I don't think you can find a player in NBA history like Luka. You just can't. Like, as I log through and think,
no,
he's one of one.
Can I ask you a question though?
Yeah.
And this is when you say it, I say you can't. But when you get to the top of the best of the best, and we believe he's gonna, barring anything bad happening, we believe he's gonna be one of those at the end. Like all those guys are like that. Like we have never seen anything like LeBron.
Right.
When Jordan came in, we ain't never seen nothing like him. We ain't never. Only person. There's only one, and that's what makes him so fucking special, and that is Kobe. Because yes, he was a Michael Jordan copy. Like he was a carbon copy of that man. He didn't have like the vert and all the physicality, but like he did the same moves and all that kind of stuff. But he was actually, we don't have to get in that conversation. He's better, but we don't have to get in that conversation. I'm not with this. You know me. I'm not with the nostalgia, bro. I respect what players have done and everything, but I'm not gonna sit here and just
you're not finna shit on Jordan either.
How's it shitting on him?
You just said Kobe was better than Jordan.
Yes.
No.
There's a couple of niggas better than him. Only two, but there's a couple.
Kobe's not better than Jordan. I'm sorry.
I have a Jordan hat on too, by the way. And like I'm just saying he is, bro. He is. And then as the summer goes on, because baseball season starting, we can get into it, bro. And all everybody's gonna yell to the mountaintop is 6-0, 6-0. And I'm just gonna be like, all right, well, we're gonna have something for that. But like, I think once you get to that great level of greatness, you can pick.
That's gonna be a topip for another day. That's gonna be a topic for another day. But to Luka,
Jordan that can shoot threes, nigga. No,
it's true. Luka is just something special, man. And what he's doing this season, I mean, it's incredible, and I think it's getting overshadowed by, I would say, other teams' rise, like Oklahoma City. You know,
I don't think it's that.
What do you think it is?
They don't want him to be the one.
Nah.
Yes.
He's a white boy.
He's not white. He's Slovenian.
He's white though.
He's Slovenian. If he was, and this is how you know he's Slovenian. Because if he was white, he'd be number one. He's Slovenian. He is Slovenian.
Well, you're not going to say he one of us.
No. I'm saying it. He's Slovenian. Like, no, he's a Europe player, bro. Like Joker. No, listen to this. Joker completely dominated, right? We sat here and me and you broke down stats for why Joker is overall better than Embiid. And people were still trying to push him ahead. People don't want a Euro to be the MVP of the league, bro.
Why? Because I think I know why, but tell me.
On the shallow racist side, it's like, oh, we don't want no Euros. You know what I'm saying? They ain't from here. But on the basketball side of it, it counteracts the essence of our hooping.
Are they a threat? Are they a threat to American basketball?
I don't really want to see that because we want to see. As far as a whole, no, because we're talking about outliers. Outliers don't change the general notion. Like, we gonna smash anybody in the hoops because we just hoop longer and we hoop better. But when it comes to a guy like this, he's a rarity. He is when he was going to be drafted, and me and my homie tells a joke all the time. He's like, Russell, you didn't want Luka. And I tell people all the time, I didn't, but I give this reasoning. He is the first of his fucking kind. Wemby might be the second of the kind. Like, we lived this. The European players that got drafted early did not fucking pan out to be this. They did not. It just didn't happen. Now, when you talk about later rounds, like Dirks, the Ginobili's, like, you know, those guys, and you're only naming a couple pages, you know, but those are later round guys. So we all knew, like, all right, you may spring up and find a European dude that can ball out and be a big major contributor to your team. But Luka's the first one. We got Mario Hezonja look like D Wade over there. Bargnani or whatever his name was, you know, Bogut. all these different guys drafted early, and I don't know if Bogey was, but all these different guys are drafted early. Luka is the first European player to be drafted in like the top fucking 5?
Yeah.
To be as advertised. So it's he's different, bro. He's different. And so I like to put that forth. Like it's like I don't think European basketball is catching us. Fuck no. Because they don't get to play with just a all Euro team versus just an all USA team. And even if they did, it would still be a tough match because they'd have deficiencies on defense in certain areas. They are more than capably skilled on offense, and some of them can play defense. But to my point of Luka, it's not that he don't. Like James Harden, you don't play defense. Luka, you can't play defense like that. It's just not like it's not the shiftiness is there. Like and in America, we are shifty. Niggas is shifty. Jamaicans is shifty. Haitians is shifty.
I got a question for
you.
Like
we're shifty, bro. Like it's in the blood. What's up?
I got a question for you.
Just some shifty Mexicans too.
Tony Kukoc, European.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I think about his game, I always think he played in the wrong era.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you put Tony Kukoc in today's NBA, he cook.
I think Tony Kukoc is cold, but I think if you put him in today's era, he might not even be better than Hito Turkoglu. The nigga played with Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen.
So you're saying that he was more a beneficiary of what was around him than his actual
Yes, talent. He's probably the biggest beneficiary of what's around him in NBA history.
Are you sleeping on Tony?
Maybe not NBA history.
You sleeping on Tony?
No. Wait, as a contributor to a team, he had Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman. No, yes, nigga, yes. Only one nigga can say that he was a benefactor, and I can't even do him like that because Draymond Green, as a basketball player and teammate, is better than Tony Kukoc, in my opinion.
I would agree with that.
So I'm not even going to disrespect.
Well. Hold on, I would say this: Draymond is a better basketball player, yes,
all around. He just can't score and shoot.
He can't score like Tony.
He's not asked to.
Nigga, even if he was asked to, he couldn't.
Man, young Draymond was wet. I'm sorry. Pause. He was, bro.
He was okay, but Tony Kukoc was a far better offensive player than he was.
Man, in that game 7, when they was up 3-1, he was the nigga that was gonna win MVP if they won. He came out in that whole blazer. Young Draymond. Like the Draymond now that like shifted into his role and realized like I'm basically PJ Tucker that get to handle the rock, like, and his IQ is so high, like that PJ Tucker. I mean that Draymond misses and does all that other shit. If you go look at younger Draymond when they first was making their run, nah, bro, you wasn't leaving him open, and if you did, he was wet. Young Draymond coming down the lane with the dunk. With the 1-foot flying dunk, bang! Nah, young Draymond got it done. It's just like through the years, they added other offensive pieces. And with adding the other offensive pieces, he realized the best thing for me to do in this offense or on this team is to play defense and make sure I run this weird kind of defensive point forward role that I have that he does well. But no, I'm not going to disrespect him and say I don't think that's on. And then watching all the documentaries and then seeing that Scottie Pippen was like, yeah, we're gonna play him and we're gonna destroy him. Like, nah, bro, Tony Kukoc is probably the biggest benefactor of having two good teammates more so than anybody else in NBA history. As far as a contributor, like a real, because people talk about Tony like Tony Kukoc could do his own thing on his own team. No, he fucking couldn't. That's why Scottie Pippen lost his shit when they drew the player for him. Because Scottie Pippen was like, you know, this nigga ain't the one. But he hit the shot. You know what I'm saying? But deep down, nah, bro. One shot don't change. You know, that's just my opinion on that.
That's good. Like, that's fair. But you sleeping on Tony. All right. You sleeping on my dog. You sleeping on my dog, Tony Kukoc. Okay. All right. Let's talk some NFL, dog.
Yeah, let's get into it, man.
Let's talk some NFL, man. A lot of moves. A lot of moves, man.
Except for one team.
There is one team that thinks that their shit don't stink and they just want to stand pat. But I have some good news for you on the Cowboys.
Not team, person. But go ahead.
Brian Burns got the bag.
Giants.
5 years, $150 million.
Remember King?
And a second and a fifth round pick.
Remember King?
Yeah.
He's a Giants fan.
Now,
fuck your team.
The Giants Saquon walked, but they signed Devin Singletary to a 3-year, $15 million deal, which was questionable to me. But I get it. It's Giants. It's Buffalo, whatever. Okay. But so you give up a second and a fifth. I mean, I think that's great for Brian Burns.
No, they're building a defense.
They are building a defense. They got Kayvon. They got it. They got Smith.
They have someone else in the middle. Was it
Leonard Williams?
I think so. But they have someone else. They
basically got another D tackle.
And I believe they also have a linebacker in Isaiah Simmons plays for them, does he not?
He don't do shit.
Yeah.
He don't do shit. He ain't never gonna do shit.
All right. Niggas like that are dangerous.
Now, so I guess we're parking it right here in the NFC East. Okay, so the Eagles went and got Saquon. They paid him the bag, which to me, I don't know why you would pay a running back that much money.
How much
unless it's McCaffrey. I could tell you. I'll pull it up here. Saquon contract, but why would you?
It's the health. That's the problem.
Why would you pay that much money for a running back? So it is alleged that 3 years, $37.75 million. Now that puts him behind McCaffrey and Kamara and Jonathan Taylor. So I'm not hating on that he got the bag, but he's a 26-year-old running back in big-time injury history. Yeah. And you're paying him that. And for the Eagles, where your running game's not broken, you could have drafted a guy and saved all that money. Like, what are you trying to? What you can.
Because
that production is
but here's the thing. The production, this is where I think that
hold on. Let me ask you a question. Are you about to say this because y'all wanted this nigga?
No. Okay. We're gonna talk about the abysmal shit bag, shithole, shit infested shit that is the Cowboys right now. But no, I'm allergic to it. See, I'm allergic to it. It's just all the shit with the Cowboys are saying, I start coughing. Fucking gonna kill me. But no, when it comes to Saquon, I think it is the difference between production and a guy like him and the ability to be a game changer is the fact that you can get a guy that can produce. But if you can get him in the playoffs healthy, plays that normally would stop at 5, I'll put it this way, plays that stop with a good running back at 5, stop with a great running back at 7. With him, touchdown. With him, you throw a play that where all the receivers are covered and Hurts just is like, I gotta dump it off. Touchdown. Like, and to have that ability to do that, the game-changing ability does matter. At least to me.
For $37.75 million,
yes,
3 years, and you're 26 years old.
Because peep this. Like you said, 3 years, right?
Yeah.
My time to let people go is at 30, unless they show you they can play past 30. But you're asking them for 3 years. We're going to put you on the team. We know the talent you have. The only worry that we have is you might get injured. But let's think about this way, Sterling. This is why I want the Bills to have him. He was getting hurt because he was playing with some bums. No offense to the guys, but the record was the record, and the way the team played was the team played. So if you have a really cold running back behind a line that slew shit out City, he might get hurt, bro, because you're running him into it's him versus the world. Now you're putting him on a team that can run, that has a line, that's ready to go to work. You can't put you can put 8 in the box if you want to. We know it's on the outside. And it's easy, and you can say Jalen Hurts can't throw. Well, it's easy to throw on one-on-ones. That shit is elementary. So if you do 8 in the box, then Devonta Smith and AJ Brown, if he's still there, but I think he will be after this trade, unless something's happening. I don't know.
I don't know.
He ain't gone, is he?
No.
Yeah. So until he gone, he ain't gone. So you put all that together. You add Saquon to the backfield. Your only worry is we just don't. Which I really don't know if he'll get hurt because he's not going to be needed to carry that load. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be able to for this team, like I said, because it's way different when you're getting the ball and you're running into 8-man fronts. You're running into the whole defense focusing on you because your quarterback can't do shit and you ain't got no really number one receivers that are out there cooking like that. So y'all just out there really just, hey, man, get the ball to Saquon. Hopefully he don't break, and you gonna break at some point. So you put him on this team, the Eagles, loaded with talent. I'm a Cowboys fan, but I'm not one to just, and I've noticed a lot of Cowboys fans doing this online, and a lot of Cowboys fans that just do this in general. And I'm not one to just say, oh, because he put on the Eagles, I gotta say he might not do good. No, motherfucker, these niggas cold.
He'll produce. That I don't think he won't produce. I just have a hard time with the value of the contract.
Let me ask you this question. If they win the Super Bowl, is it worth it?
They won't win a Super Bowl.
That's not the question I asked, though. If they win a Super Bowl,
obviously, I mean,
this is gonna lead into a bigger point, but
I don't know, man. Yeah, I mean, obviously, you take
if they win it all,
how much of that is him contributing?
If you okay, I'll
you know what I'm saying?
I'll say it like this: if they win a Super Bowl and Saquon Barkley is out there looking like fucking Todd Gurley before he got hurt,
if he looks like Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, Christian McCaffrey.
Something tangible. We've seen it. Like,
is it worth it?
It's worth it. But
okay, so let me ask you this.
Okay, go ahead.
So this is my thing, and there's two ways to think about it. And I like the way the LA Rams did it. And I like what the Eagles do, but I'm trying to win. Like I am trying to win without thinking about the cap is the cap, and what we have to do after that is what we have to do. I'm trying to win football games, and if you tell me I can put Saquon Barkley on my team, yes, he gonna cost a lot. All right, good shit costs money. like that's the way I view it. Like it's not like the Ravens got Henry. That shit wasn't cheap. That shit ain't like you don't go to the Ferrari dealer and ask for a Camry price. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what you do. You know what you're trying to buy. You know what you're trying to get. You know what I'm saying? And if you wreck that motherfucker, well, you wreck that motherfucker. But if you make it to the club at night, you that nigga. And we trying to make it to the club at night. And Saquon is probably going to get the Eagles to the club at night.
Let's talk about getting to the club at night. Jerry Jones, we know he gets to the club every night. And maybe that is probably why the Cowboys really haven't done nothing in free agency. So let's talk about the Cowboys before we get out of here tonight. You know, I was one of, I mean, I probably can sympathize with Cowboys Nation. I felt like they had a real opportunity to be players of free agency because of who they have at quarterback. It's one of those situations where you give them as much talent around them as possible and you just go for it. 3 days into free agency, league year started today, and I mean, I'm online and all I see is Cowboys fans pissed off at Jerry Jones because he ain't done nothing.
It's not him. I'm sorry.
Who? Because I don't know. Who is it?
Okay.
Steven?
His name ain't Steven.
What's the nigga name?
Catboy. It's Catboy.
Catboy?
We call him Catboy right here. Catboy don't like spend money. Catboy like, I want McDonald's. You got McDonald's money. Jerry, no, but in all seriousness,
hold on. Y'all lost Dorrance Armstrong. Didn't you lost you let your wide receiver
Fowler's gone.
They're
allowing Michael Gallup to leave.
Yep.
Pollard's gone.
Pollard signed with the Titans.
Our center's gone.
Biadasz.
Yeah.
That
doesn't really worry me that much.
I mean, so you look at the departures. I think the biggest loss is Doris Armstrong. Tyron Smith too. Right? But he can't stay healthy. So
I don't mind him leaving because he couldn't stay healthy. So I'm and I'll say, and as I've said online and on Twitter, you see me, Sterling. I'm the leader of the new revolution. This is Russell's Rebellion. If you're familiar with Game of Thrones, I am the usurper. I am the new fan, the honest fan, because we got a bunch of Cowboys fans that like to be Hey Mikes. And I don't know if y'all heard me last week, and Sterling, you weren't here for it, but a Hey Mike is a motherfucker that just like to root for the team no matter if you win, lose, draw. He don't really give a fuck. He just like to have fun on Sundays or whenever the game play. We don't need you. In the words of the Black Panther, we don't do that here. Like, we try to win football games. And so I'll say this. I don't mind the Tyron Smith leaving. He's older. He's getting hurt. I don't really mind.
What's the move? What is the plan moving forward? Because that's what I want to know. Because I want to say a couple
things. I'll just get into it all. So let's just start with the players that have left. I'm not too worried about them leaving. It's not the players leaving that concerns me, because I believe through the draft, with Will McClay's knowledge and the way that he does all of the work for Stephen Jones, Catboy. He does all the work for him, and that's why we get these good draft picks. They're gonna replace those positions that don't need studs at the moment that you can grow. Like, basically, linemen, they're gonna get a young guy that's gonna grow into a good lineman. They've shown a track record of doing this. They've shown a track record of a lot of positions being able to do it. The problem is when you have guys like Patrick Queen available and you're trying to get over that next hump, there's stages that you go through as a football team. And the Cowboys are ignoring the last stage because Catboy likes to save money and he doesn't want free agents. And so he's trying to build the team around real talented rookies and hope that these 3 stars are going to take them off the top. And the fact of the matter is that's not how to fucking work. Kansas City didn't win like that. The Ravens weren't looking powerful like that. 49ers didn't do that. You got to load your team up with good football players and go out there and bang. And Cowboys not willing to do that. Like, does Dak deserve his money? Yes, he is. He is a good enough quarterback to get his money. Does he lose and choke?
And that shouldn't even be a question. Like, he needs all the money. He
exactly. And on the side note, while we're talking about Dak, I'm just gonna touch this one time. Shame on any individual who waits 10 years to try to accuse somebody of a crime and then come out of nowhere. You got to take accountability for your actions. And sometimes when you look up and realize you weren't the one to have the baby, it's not your place to try to put somebody in some hot water. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel about that situation.
Hey,
shame.
It shouldn't even be a question about whether or not they paid Dak. You got him in the 4th round. Like the Cowboys should have locked this man up long term for years.
It's a slap in the face to fans.
It is, and it's a slap in the face to Dak Prescott, if you ask me.
You had a chance to get Saquon, you had a chance to get Henry, you had a chance to get When now we see you had a chance to get Burns, you had a chance to get a plethora of players. I was like, okay, if they're not gonna get any offense, because I believe the boy from FSU, which we can get some more draft talk next week.
You want Jordan Travis as your quarterback? Or
no. I'm talking about the running back.
Oh, Trey Benson.
Trey Benson. Yeah, no, I think Trey Benson could work. Like, I believe you can. Like, I said this. I believe you can draft a running back, and so that's not the worst of it. You know what I'm saying? That's not the worst of it. It's the fact of the matter of this team shows the lack of willingness to try to go over the top to get it done, because every team that has got it done has gone over their top. Kansas City this year, they did not want to play Chris Jones. That was their top. They went over it because they needed to win, and they had the number 2 defense. Right now, the Cowboys' top that they have to get over is they need to sign some overwhelming talent in the gaping holes. Like, they should have went and got Queen. Like I don't care about Kendricks. Maybe
Patrick Queen would have been nice.
Queen is you need,
but they would have paid a lot for him. They would have paid a lot of money for him.
You gotta pay for nice things.
Yeah.
You don't go to the Gucci store and ask for Hanes prices. It's the same thing with star play. You can wear Hanes. Excuse me. You can wear a Hanes, it's regular white tee every motherfucking day of the week, right? It's comfortable. You can wear it. But when it matters, when it's time to go out, when it's time to do your thing in the streets, you wearing your nice shit. And your nice shit costs money. Like, no matter what you consider your nice shit, no matter if you buying gold chains or plated gold chains, no matter what it is, no matter if you spend $1,000 on your shit or $100 or $25 or $2, there's a difference from when you get your $8 shirts from when you go get your $20 shirts. There's a difference from niggas when they get their $20 shirts to when they go get their $200 shirts. And there's a difference when they go get their $200 shirts from when they go get their $2,000 shirts. You know what I'm saying? So we have an ownership that wants to pay Hanes prices for Gucci clothes. And this shit ain't gonna work. And it hasn't worked for 30 years. And I say 30 years because we just haven't won. But in actuality, since Stephen Jones has been his cap boy, has been in charge of this process, we have been reluctant to go to the store and get nice shit. We eating potted meat. He is expecting us to do it exactly his way, go get some rookies and come out on top like, oh, look, I drafted this. He wants to be the Patriots so bad, but they had Tom Brady, Steve.
So why? Okay, so let me ask you this. Where is the reluctance to spend? Now, in free agency, you overspend for players, I believe.
It's going to hurt.
Like when you give players big contracts, you overspend.
It's going to hurt the people. It's going to hurt the people.
Right? So I'm okay with the draft and draft and develop philosophy because the Cowboys do a good job at that. They do a good job of drafting and developing. But I understand where you're coming from. It's like, okay, like you do need to go out and get the icing on the cake.
Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
What good team doesn't do a good job of drafting and developing?
Good team?
Yeah, this is going to lead to other things. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, what good team do we know of that does not do good drafting and developing players? Name a good team that doesn't do that.
You can't.
Yeah, because the Cowboys act like that's a special trait. Nigga, everybody at your level is doing that. So therefore, you have to do more.
But when you have the quarterback, it makes it easier, right?
No. But I'm saying though, but all of them have the quarterback. Pat Mahomes, Joe Burrow, even all the way down to Herbert. Y'all with the Bills, y'all got John. Everybody's got the quarterback. That's like me saying, oh yeah, okay. So if everybody got handguns, then I need to go get an automatic.
You need AK.
You know, if everybody got AKs, then I need to get something bigger than that. You know, if they got, I gotta get a plane. Like it's an arms race. You don't see the Bengals saying
you hit the nail on the head. It is an arms race.
Yes,
it's an absolute arms race. And when you're a good football team, you do. I feel like you do have to go out and take a swing. And I'm not sure. Like when I look at the Cowboys roster, I don't see them going out and taking a swing. I see them like re-signing their own players to good deals. And why?
Here's why. And it's not the players. Yes, Catboy does what he does to piss us off. It's the fans. We have a big section of fans that what I call hey Mics. Again, all you want to do is look for something to watch on TV, buy jerseys, wear the clothes, and look cool for your friends on Sundays, Mondays, and look cool outside. And then you live your life, do what you do, but you hurting the team. Because the only thing that fixes a team and makes owners, unless you just have a passionate owner that really, really wants to win. The only thing that fixes it is for them to look in the stands and see our fans aren't here. Our fans aren't spending money. We're getting booed. And I'm making less money.
Okay.
Cowboy fans ain't finna do that, bro. I was at the rec the other day. Dude had a Cowboy shirt on. I said, bro, I'm a Cowboy fan through and through, but how can you wear that after the fact that they lose? I just gotta rep it. I just gotta rep it. Like, you don't get no awards for that, homie. Like,
well, it's different. It's different for Cowboys fans.
Hold on.
I see Cowboys fans in gear all the time. Right, they wear it year round.
Man, they do because we're stupid. Well, you don't see motherfuckers rocking the losing team in the Super Bowl. You don't do. We would. We're the squad that was. At least we made it.
But y'all got one of the top 3 biggest fan bases in sports,
and a lot of them are retards. I told you, some of them are gonna get mad. A lot of them are fucking
savage. That is savage.
And I must have Russell's Rebellion. Fire Steve. Hashtag Russell's Rebellion. Hashtag Fire Steven. I am the honest Cowboy. I am tired of Cowboy fans looking around like it's just gonna be good. It's not. Y'all the niggas that get cheated on and tell your girlfriend it's okay. It's not. Like, it ain't, bro. Like, these are the type of you get bad, you get bad, you get bad, you get bad. If you really love something, you're gonna tell it's fucking up and that you need to get right.
Okay, hold on. Free agency just started. Now the big names are off the table, but there are some guys out there that I think that could help.
Okay, here's what I'm saying.
So hold on. Let me ask you a question though. So you're saying it doesn't matter who's out there; they're just not going to make a move regardless. Is what you're saying?
I don't believe so because they're so confident. With reason, though, they're so confident that they can draft all pros, and they can. But the fucking problem is, you got to mix the all pros with some motherfuckers that's gonna go out there and get dubs. And like you have, even though that these guys, Michael Parsons is like his 3rd year. They talk like he's been in the league like 5 years. They talk like these guys have been in the league for like 6 years. Dak is the old guy. The rest of these guys is young. You keep putting guys out here under the age of 24 or under the age of 25 and expect them to go win a Super Bowl. Travis Kelce is fucking 30. He knows what he's doing. Chris Jones is fucking 20, upper 20s. He knows what he's doing. Okay. Why do you think Zay Jones fumbled on the goal line? Because he's a fucking child in their eyes. Will he get it down? Yes, probably. But you need experience.
You do.
Real experience.
Okay, so let's go down this path before we get off here. Okay. When I look at the Cowboys roster, y'all need another wide receiver.
A real number 2 that can get open because Michael Gallup got hurt.
You gotta replace a couple guys on the offensive line. That's probably important.
They'll do that. I think they'll do that.
They can get that in the draft.
They will. I think that they will. The thing I'm worried about is you like you said, we need another receiver. We don't need a maybe number 2, which the draft may help because this draft is very loaded. So I gotta wait to see what they draft. You need a guy that is going to be like in 4 years, you're going to have to pay me what you pay in CD right now and a little bit more because the cap going up. But the thing is, you need to get him now, but you need that talent level.
So you're saying go wide receiver round 1.
If it's available, yes. If certain guys, we'll talk about receivers on time, but if certain guys are available, then you have to now. I mean, you can go after like Mike Williams and see what you can get from Mike Williams, but that goes against the way I like to build teams. But in terms of just talent, you can try and put Mike Williams out there because he's shown that he can get open. You know what I'm saying? He can make plays. But my main thing is it's not the offenses that's going to be the true problem because you have Dak and you have him, you can go get a rookie receiver. You have Ferguson, you have CD. So you have pieces on the offense where you can get 2 rookies and they'll be okay. On defense, bro, you can't just come out there with linebackers that weigh 204. And you can't just go draft guys and say, I hope. This is why I wanted Queen. You have to have people that know what they're doing. And the Cowboys are going to go to the draft. I guarantee you guys, they're going to draft immaculately. They're going to get a bunch of talented players, and they're going to perform. But the experience is not going to be there, and they're going to try to blame Dak for saying that he wants all of his money. They're going to try to blame Micah by saying that, we're going to have to pay Micah. They're going to try to blame CD because all these receivers want their money, and CD's better than everyone except for 2 of them. Like, except for Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson, who got him.
Okay.
So he going to want his bread.
Yeah,
and
you're gonna be paying guys.
Yeah, but the problem is we have a Cat Boy situation where he's gonna say, I'm not going to just shell out. That's why I say people that get mad at Jerry.
Cat Boy.
He Cat Boy, dog, because one, he full of cap because he's talking about going all in. No, you wasn't. Your daddy would have. Jerry would have. Jerry will spend money. Jerry would have burned this team to the ground trying to get stars on it. I guarantee you. People would have been tired. Jerry was the one that said, I don't give a fuck if y'all don't like T.O.
But that ain't a sustainable model. I think you need both. You need a balance of both.
Here's the thing, though. You do need a balance of both, but the problem is he ain't got no balance.
Yeah.
He's fully tilted to saying that I am going to draft it. You can't. To me, it's like an exercise in fucking stupidity. You can't in one word say, I want to draft all these all pros, and then the second say, but I want to win before I have to pay them. Like, my nigga, are you stupid? Like, you're gonna have to pay him. Doesn't want to pay him.
What would your path, like if you were the GM, what are you doing tomorrow?
If I'm the GM, I've already fucked up. So, because about getting free agents. So, what I'm gonna do, I mean, we can go down the list and have a full list of all the free agents. So I'm sure, like, I'd have to go get some linebackers.
Yeah,
I'd have to go get some. I think we already got Kendricks, which I'll accept, but it's not a game changer.
He's not Van Der Esch.
He's not. And Van Der Esch is what you need on the team with a guy like Micah because he's a bull and he's just going to go into the run and try and stop it. So you got to get a run stopper. So in the draft, you're going to have to get a run stopper. If I'm the Cowboys, you can do what you want for agency. You've already missed on the big game, so I'm moving straight to the draft. When I go straight to the draft, I'm like, I got to get a dynamic running back, which looks like Benson. I'm going to have to get a dynamic receiver who's going to be able to play opposite of CD and be good enough that people want to pay him big bucks after his rookie contract is up. Whether we pay him or not, because the goal is to win in his first 3 years. And if you have CD on the other side, that's a possibility because I believe Cooks is there too. So you need to get a receiver. You need to get an offensive lineman. Don't really worry about the Cowboys. We've seen the Cowboys get offensive linemen from
a couple offensive linemen.
But I'm saying, like, we've seen the Cowboys succeed. They can pick that position. Will McClay got that shit locked. So
they could do that.
You're gonna get your lineman. You're gonna get your lineman sewed up. So then the next thing you're looking at is what are you gonna do about the linebackers and the back end of your back end? You have no dynamic. You have no dynamic safeties. Do you have safeties that are good, but you have no like dynamic safeties that are really gonna change the game?
Hold on. There are some safeties in the market. A lot of safeties.
No, there are. But who's
Justin Simmons would be good for you guys.
No. I think he would. But Dallas is not. Catboy not doing that. You got McDonald's at home.
Man.
He the parent that he said he wants some Jordans. You getting Team J's, dog. You getting Team J's. You're not getting retros. You're not getting retros of Steven, bro. It's not happening. But me personally, yes.
Speaking of retros, I did get them 4s last week on Saturday. Them breads.
Nice. Nah.
There was a restock, and I got them. Anyway.
There's some good, but no, I'll no, that's a good cop. But no, it's just painful, man. Living in this existence, knowing that your GM has no interest in spending money on free agents. But we just have to see how it shakes out. But I'm not going to sit here and tell Cowboys fans to be overzealous. I'm literally telling y'all, don't buy shit, don't buy no tickets. Just watch it on TV, and if they happen to win, enjoy the pleasant surprise, man. Because if you sit here and you hope and you wish, they're gonna let you down like an order from Wish. It's not coming. It's not gonna make it. You just spent your money on nothing. I don't really know what else to tell the Cowboys fans except for be honest with what you see. If it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's a motherfucking duck, man.
No, I fuck with you on that. I mean, the Bills aren't really making many moves either. They've re-signed their own players and they got Anthony Morrow, which is a solid signing. Okay,
which y'all wasn't to me in my eyes, y'all. We lost players, which we had to replace, but y'all as re-signing players, y'all wasn't. I mean, the Jordan Poyer, we can go back and forth. I wish we had Poe on today.
Yeah.
But but I do believe like y'all's problems aren't y'all is just like, hey man, we got the cornerstone players here on this team that we can make it happen with. Now I do believe Tre'Davious White's going to be a miss, but the Johnson's pretty good. And really for y'all, oh my God, can I put that on the screen? Okay, I'm sorry, I digress. Yes, y'all have had some bad years, but you ain't lived in the middle the whole time. I hope that some you think that this is a joy to live in when your team is overhyped and you get in gassed, and then you get to the playoffs and lose in horrible fashion. Nah, man, it's not cool. Like it's not good to be the team that does this, bro. Like y'all got CJ Stroud and y'all been making moves, and I rate Joe Mixon, which by the way, Joe Mixon, good for you. You got in a place that allows guns, so you ain't got to worry about shooting at kids that run in your yard, and you got away with punching a bitch. Sorry, I drank too much. But anyways, like I'm riding with the Cowboys, but I'm not happy.
That's fair.
I think that's the main thing. I think I was watching Luke Holmes today on the program, and he was talking about the Carolina Panthers, and he was like, "Nah, man, like I ain't leaving y'all, but y'all ain't doing shit."
Okay.
What the fuck am I gonna say? Again, we say no to Hey Mike. What the fuck am I? Go Cowboys. Go what, nigga? What? That's like saying the ugly bitch is pretty. She's not. She's not pretty. She's ugly right now. And if she is pretty, the makeup melts off. And you got to wake up in the morning and realize what you did. And that's what we're dealing with the Cowboys right now. We're waking up in the morning and realizing what we did.
I think next week we're going to do a Cowboys mock draft. We'll do Cowboys and Bills. We'll talk prospects because now it's time to shift.
We need to talk prospects. We do.
It's time to shift to the prospects because free agency is underway. You kind of get an idea now, right? So we're going to start hitting the draft next week. So I still think the Cowboys need to wake up and maybe they got to sign some players. So maybe the Bills too. Maybe the Bills and the Cowboys are going to start getting some players.
We ain't going to do shit. I'm going to let you know. Cowboy ain't spending no money.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
They
have to. They can't just go into the draft and just.
We were elated and surprised that we even saw Stephon Gilmore.
Right.
No, I have no faith in Stephen Jones. None. And hashtag it. Yell it to the mountains. Fire Steven. Cowboys ain't gonna be shit till that man's gone. I'm telling y'all, and he gonna blame it on each individual player. But lying in the graveyard of Stephen Jones is all pros of many a player.
Okay.
Is Tony, Dak, CD, Micah gonna be there.
Y'all got a squad. You got a squad.
No. The Cowboys are now known for wasting talent more so than anything, and it's not about winning a Super Bowl. Nigga, get to a conference championship. Get to the Super Bowl and lose like the Eagles did. Shit. Like do that. But no, they ain't doing that, bro. And
all right, so next week you're good with the Cowboys mock.
We can do it.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
If anybody else want to join, we can see if some other teams want to get down. If you down for a mock draft, fuck with me.
All right, we can
look at the Texans
and see what's up. The Texans are loaded right now, but
I might have a Pittsburgh guy that's willing to get down too.
Yeah, it's time. It's draft time. So we're gonna talk about that next week. We'll talk about some college basketball because we getting into the nitty gritty. So it's time.
We'll do some bracket challenges coming. So, by the way, everybody, even though we didn't talk about it, we're just gonna get more into it. The tournaments start this week. The conference tournaments for men's, I believe, start this week.
Yes.
So, oh my bad. Before we leave, holy shit, we didn't even touch it. But my nigga, Flo J brother, stands, cuz. What you gonna do? Enter a girl fight? Nigga, you stupid. That way got arrested.
Yeah, he did. He did. He that was a bitch move. That was a bitch move. And we'll talk about that next week too. Because we kind of we need to get at some time because like bruh, and talk about LSU. And we were supposed to talk about that tonight, but we didn't do it. We're out of time.
Yeah,
we're gonna get into that one next week.
Plus, when the tournament starts, we got to see who's suspended.
Yeah. I think they got like 5 players suspended from each team.
Yeah,
it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough, but they'll be all right. Okay, so with that being said, we got our topics for next week. We're gonna hit the mock draft. So any of you out there listening, watching after the show tonight, if you want to join us, our socials are on the bottom there. You can find us and hit us up on that. And just say, hey, like my team is this. Let's do a mock draft. Or if you have any ideas about in the off season for a particular team, let us know. Again, we will deep dive into our NFL draft content as well. Go ahead.
Oh, you can save it for right when you get ready to cut the show off. I got some words of wisdom.
Go words of wisdom. Go.
Oh, do not have kids with a chick who has a son the same age as you. That shit is not cool. Thank you for watching the Hesi podcast. Don't trust these bitches.
That's the Hesi podcast, and we out of here.
तेरी यादों का तेरी याद में निहा 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 तेरी